Hello, humans and monsters. It's my favorite month of the year, and you know what that means? Yapping about creepy cores. Whether you've heard me before or not, I really do suggest leaving a subscription and a like if you want. This video was inspired by a video by a YouTuber named Technically Chris. I'll leave his video down in the description if you're interested. He goes way more into depth about this ARG than I will be. Or, he explains it better, rather. I'll give you guys a brief rundown of the ARG in question, just in case you haven't seen it or even heard of it, really. The creator of this ARG is a YouTuber named Dr. Flying Fish. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description, of course. The name of the ARG is Under Mount Ebott, and it basically explores the more horrifying aspects of Undertale, like the 7 children going missing, the core exploding, and the war between monsters and humans. Only Season 1 is out right now. Emphasis, however, on the core exploding, because this is the main thing that's going to pertain the most to what disturbed me about this ARG. The part I find the most interesting is the art. Looking at Dr. Flying Fish's drawings in the ARG, you can tell they're a horror artist. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I love horror art and all other types of art. It's just like, you can tell what they specialize in, you know? And their art absolutely creeps me out to my core. Like, there's the normal art, the drawings of Toriel and Asgore when they're talking, and the way the drawings are formed, it makes them look like portraits of some kind. This same thing goes for all other characters as well, minus Metaton, which is really cool. But it's the scary art that captured my attention. When I was watching Technically Chris's video, he showed clips of Under Mount Ebott's videos on screen. And when I tell you that I was disturbed, I was really genuinely disturbed. The story goes that when the core exploded, there was massive amounts of carnage in Hotland. Monsters died, others were injured, but most importantly, they ran out of vital supplies. Food, water, air conditioning, you name it. All their vital resources were quite literally burning up. Asgore, being the king, had to make executive decisions as to what to do about the explosion and the crisis among his subjects. His first order of business was to find a way to fix the core so everyone could live normally again. But other than that, he doesn't do much else. Toriel takes concern to this, not understand why he can't ration the food to monsters or find a way to give them water at least. Asgore says he has a plan, but Toriel doesn't believe him. She's more worried about their subjects than he is. Eventually, the stress starts to wear on her. She's growing tired of constantly worrying. Most importantly, she's extremely frustrated with not having food. And soon, she starts to crack. The first image of Toriel when she's gonna snap, creepy. Also, the text of what she's saying does not help. Like, she repeats, "I want to eat," over and over again, and it gave me existential dread. And you could argue that this drawing falls into many ARG tropes, like with the whole wide smile and oddly realistic eyes, but I think that's what sells it. The fact that you can just sense her insanity through the screen is just so but in a good way. Her smile is what's the main selling point, because she's clearly lost it, right? She's stressed from the sheer chaos that the explosion caused. Her people are dying in front of her, and yet her husband won't do a damn thing to help them. Not to mention her starvation. Food supplies are dwindling because of the people migrating and the core being down. She wants to eat. She really wants to eat. She's handling it like any normal monster would. She's choosing to starve for everyone else's sake. But soon, it gets to her head. She can't handle being starved anymore. So, Toriel goes to her instinct. Her primal, animalistic instinct. And unfortunately, Toriel can't find anything to eat. Except for one thing. When Asgore finally comes home, he bores good news. He talked up the royal scientist, Alphys, and they're expecting to fix the core quicker than he thought. However, when he's announcing the accomplishment, there's no one there. He goes to all the rooms he knows of checking, and Toriel is nowhere to be found. Until he checks their bedroom. And this is where he finds a bloody-mouthed, eyes widened, hungry Toriel. And this is the image I can't get out of my head. Again, just like with the last one, the text on screen does not help. The way it reads is desperate, famished, and absolutely terrifying. Toriel says, and I quote, "Asgore, I couldn't take it anymore. I was too hungry. Asgore, I couldn't take it anymore. Asgore, I was just hungry. I was just hungry. I was just hungry."
Guys, I think she was a little hungry.
Nah, but I gotta give it to Dr. Flying Fish, because damn, they can draw, and damn, that's a horrendous thing to witness. Reasonably so, Asgore banishes Toriel to the ruins for eating their son. Yes, that severed limb was Azrael. I'm so sorry, Azrael fans. Avert your teary eyes. He's still alive in canon. When I first saw that image, I honestly thought she had dug up Kara's dead body and ate it, which would be less gruesome, I suppose, but it's the fact that she went straight for Azrael that perturbs me. She could have at least eaten an already dead child. I'm assuming what happened was that Toriel was really anxious to find food, and she heard Azrael playing in his room, and then got the idea to chomp on him for protein. R.I.P. Azrael, you will be missed. Not by your mom, though. She was kind of hungry. Anyways, this ARG is really cool. I suggest giving Under Mount Ebott a watch yourself. I find it really interesting, and also maybe drop Dr. Flying Fish a subscription while you're at it. Once again, I'll leave all the links in the description just in case you're curious or interested. And I'll see you all next time. Okay.